Okay, okay, and we are live.
All right. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Gators Talk with your host, Alex Perez. I am Adrian Green, his sidekick, and we want to bring you the latest news, notes, and content from Gator Nation. As we always say, and as they always say in Gainesville, in all kind of weather, Gators stick together. So we're talking about the Texas Longhorns coming to the University of Florida, where the Gators swamped the Longhorns with a score of 29-21 in a game which we saw DJ Lagway look 10 times better than what he did before. Arch Manning, the second coming of Tim Tebow, not so much. And a dominant performance by the Gator defense. And so we'll kick it off with you, Alex. What were your thoughts and opinions of the game?
Well, thank thank you, Mr. Adrian. It was an incredible win uh, uh, all around. Um, the the the, the swamp. Um, like like you said, it was a 29 to 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 21, you know, victory over the Texas Longhorns. Um, they look incredible. Um, besides the um, uh, one of the offside penalties that they have that they had. Excuse me. Um, but overall, they did incredible. What is your thoughts?
Uh, my thoughts of the game was I was impressed with the offensive line. Um, they were billed as All Americans, this elite unit of players that was supposed to carry the team, and they underperformed, to say the least. However, they redeemed themselves a quarter of the season late, but as the saying goes, better late than never. So I do like that they were able to show up and show out. Like I said, one of the most impressive units on the field was definitely the defensive line and the offensive lines for me.
I mean, ov- overall, they did better than the previous. I mean, don't you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They had moments of dominance. They had moments where they could have put their foot on the gas pedal, and really made the game completely out of reach. However, Billy Napier, he still lacks that killer mentality. The margin for error is so thin with this football team. And it's only because the way that the game is coached, his approach to the game is very little margin for error. And my opinion, is if you're dealing with 17 to 23-year-old men, young kids and men, young adults, you want to give them as much room for error, because young guys gonna make mistakes. Kids make mistakes all the time. And even me myself, I wouldn't put my players in a situation where if you don't do it in this small window, you can't be successful. So the margin of error for Bill and Napier's teams is so narrow, like you can't afford to miss a block. You can't afford not to pick up a 3rd and 3 because of the play calling. There was nothing wrong with the play calling. It's just there's not a large, margin for error when it comes to, the play calling from Billy Napier.
But um um it's it was a much needed victory by for the Gators. Finally, we did we did something good,
Absolutely. Totally agree. 100%.
and um and as the old saying goes, you know, l- l- like we always say, partner, in all types of weather, Gators stick together, and
Absolutely.
and the, the game was incredible. They still have um some stuff to clean up, you know, but I don't know what happened to 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 DJ Lagway, man. He was a brand new guy, um playing with the team. Do you think when we went on the bye week, you know, something change with our Gator team as far as the practice goes?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, when I was listening to the press conference, the post game conference, he said he finally had an opportunity to work with some of the 11 on 11s, good on good, ones versus ones and ones versus twos. So basically, DJ practiced for the first time all year. Basically, that's what he's saying. The problem with many pundits and fans is why did it take you know to get to a 1-3 record for you to change the way you practice? So the problem with Billy is, well, the issue that most people believe is the wrong with Billy is this: they believe that he waits too long to make a change. He don't make good adjustments in game and during the season. It's like it has to break in order for Billy to make an adjustment. If you see the tire going flat, you might want to put air in it. You know what I mean? And that's a poor analogy, but I mean, I have to keep it as redundant as possible, because you only gonna get so far if your tire running flat. Man, just stop it, check it. Okay, we need to do something different. I need to get
Okay,
to an auto shop and see what's going on.
hold on for just a second.
So
Um,
yeah.
so So anything else you want to tell the folks about the game? Um, any important details of the game that you saw? Um,
I I mean, the only difference to me was Dallas Wilson played. A phenomenal five-star freshman receiver that, he broke well, he didn't break, he tied um the spring game record for most catches and most yards in the spring game. And so this was his first game playing from off of the injury. This was his first action all season. And actually, on the first play that he had, he actually fumbled the ball. So it was really fortunate of him that he was able to recover the ball. So, but other than that, man, Dallas Wilson was the story. The freshman was the story. Aiden Mizell, the receivers. It was fun watching Florida football for the first time in about 4 games. Yeah, that's
and
what we thought we was getting at the beginning of the season, but it took 4 games. Well, actually, it took 5 games to actually see it.
I mean, I mean, what took this team so long and to wake up and smell to to wake up and smell
Hmm.
and and, and smell the coffee.
Man, I don't know, man. That's what we've been trying to figure out with Billy Napier since he got here. It's like he's late to the party. He's late to the show. He's late to everything. He doesn't make adjustments. He's old school. He's old fashioned. Don't fix it type of guy, and
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if you can find an antidote for that. What's the remedy? I don't know how you remedy a Billy Napier system. How do you remedy a Billy Napier offense? Now, I will say this. When it's working, it is incredibly hard to stop. If the only way you can stop a Billy Napier offense when it's working really good is if Billy Napier run the ball up the middle on 3rd and 3. And you got an 85% chance that he is going to run it up the middle on 3rd and 3 or off the edges on 3rd and 3. He has absolutely no play for 3rd and 3. So if I was Billy, my number one project for this week coming up at A&M would be find a 3rd and 3 to 5 play that can get you 3 to 4 yards. Easy. Come up with a play. Draw up a new play. Steal a play. Find a way to pick up 3rd and 3s other than running the ball up the middle or running the ball off tackle. Just find a way. There's so many ways you could do it. So just find a
and
way.
I mean, you know, I agree with everything that you said. You know, um,
Hmm.
like you say, Billy Napier is is late to the show. You know, when he could have done all this at the beginning of the season, Warner.
Yeah. I mean, DJ was really rusty, man, and he believed that, playing, getting live reps, he could knock off some of the rust, but it happened 5 games and a 1-4, 1-3 start later. So everybody had to suffer for him to reach the point to where he could be productive. So
Did you? did you see the that timeout in the middle of the, I think it was the third quarter. Billy Napier was mad at the def, def, defensive coordinator or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, I was in and out when I was watching the game, so I may have missed that, but I do think I know what you're talking about. However, I mean, he can't be mad at nobody, man. He called a good game. I'll give him that. This was his most complete game that he ever called since he been at Florida the whole 4 years. However, um, Billy has to find a way to put a game away. It's cool to be a nice guy, but when you spot that ball, it's no much such thing as being a nice guy. It's
Yeah,
it's it's time for Billy B, to cut loose, man. You can't be a nice guy when it comes to football. There's no nice guys in football.
you need to hype up the guys. You need to get them motivated. You need to get them ready for the game. You know,
Absolutely.
and and let those and and let those horses out of the stable.
Yeah.
You,
Mm,
you know, let them run and catch the football. You know, let them
absolutely. I
let
totally
let them
agree.
let them have fun. Let them.
Hmm.
You know, I I
Oh yeah.
mean it. I mean it's okay to make them mistakes here and there as long as you take
Hmm.
responsibility for your actions. Am I
Hmm.
right? So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so so overall it was a great game. You know, we've finally got a a a win, um 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 a much needed win at that, you know, and I'm happy to finally see a winning game, you know.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yep.
um so what are you looking forward to um during the Texas A and A&M game? What would be your pred- predictions for that game if the Gators, you know, come out on top?
So, my keys to the game in order for the Gators to come out on top is they need to run the ball, they need to be physical, and they need to stay in their rush lanes because we're going up against a quarterback that likes to run if he doesn't have an opportunity to throw it. So when we approach the quarterback, we just need to cage him in and collapse the pocket. And don't worry about trying to sack him. We'll sack him if he try and run. But that to me, that'll be the keys to the game. play physical defense and be physical running the ball. Don't force anything. Take your shots when you have them. Take what the defense gives you, and take care of the football. Just as long as you take care of the football, we'll be okay. And I think if they do that, they may be able to walk away with a close 24-21 win on the road. A much needed win for Billy Napier if you want to try and save his job.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna ask you what was the total attendance of the of of the um, of the game on Saturday.
I don't have the official number, but if I had to guess, I would definitely say it was probably around 90,000.
because because I mentioned on before we got on this show on Saturday, like after the game, I do my
Hmm.
little post week cap of the game,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I just t- told them what I thought about the game, and I wasn't sure if how many people shown that that was in attendance.
Yeah, it was quite a few. Quite a few.
So, um, well, well, this game was a much needed win, and and any closing thoughts?
Yeah, the only closing thoughts I got is not to cut you off. Repeat. Repeat what you just done at home. Don't change anything. Take the same intensity, the same energy, the same physicality. Repeat. Take it on the road. That effort that you gave at home, that's good enough to play with anybody. Even if you don't win, it's good enough to play with anybody. So that's my closing thoughts.
Well, um, well, guys, this is episode 5 of Gator Talk. It's a wrap. The Gators came out with a victory, as you see on my screen right here. It was a it was a nice win for the Gators, and and
Oh
thank
yeah.
you and thank you for Mr. Adrian Green. Sorry that I was a little bit late, but um, thank you for your participation as always, and 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 stuck with me doing every episode so far this time, and thank you for your help as always, and good job, and I'll see you for episode 6 when we go to the A A A&M. So
All right. Well, thank you to my friend, man, and keep up the good work. Keep pushing out content. And as always, man, you know I'm just a phone call away. And you be blessed. We'll keep you in prayer. And to all the folks and pundits out there, as we always say, in all kind of weather, Gators stick together. So everybody have a good night. And we love you, bro. And just keep up the good work.
And you know, hopefully we can come out with a, a win on Saturday,
Yes, sir.
like we did on this one.
Yeah. Well, I
Weather,
don't know now, cause I asked the Lord. I say, hey, I would really love a win over Texas for my birthday. So, and He delivered as always. He never fails.
well, well, happy birthday to you, pa- partner.
I sure enough appreciate it. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I
Um,
appreciate it.
and and I appreciate the hard work that you do for this program, and you know everything that you do for this disability TV network thing I got going on here. So thank you.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate you, man. And like I say, as always, man, we grateful and thankful, man. So any way I can help, you know what to do. Just reach out, give me a call. I'm only a call away, man. We love you. Hold it down. Go Gators.
Okay. Good night. Until the to the next one, guys. Um, until we see you again next week.
Go
Good night
Gators.
and good night and God bless you and go Gators.
Go Gators.
Okay. See you later, guys.